Hello and welcome to another very exciting episode on Glam Care Academy. I am so glad to have you here. Thank you for coming back. So, as usual, I have been doing a spate of questions per episode of Glam Care Academy here on YouTube. And an interesting question I got, and I think I have answered this question before, but I'm going to go ahead and still shed more light on this because it always comes up. Every single time it comes up. And that is non-surgical body sculpting / contouring, does it last? Is there any other different way to answer this, really? Because I think I have treated it here on Glam Care Academy, one of the episodes. Maybe I'll try to put it up somewhere. But anyway, and this let me read this. I'm actually going to read this. So hi, Nurse Amy. Hi. I just want to know, I've heard so much about body sculpting, and then she said / contouring. But my question is, after spending all that money, how do I know that it's not going to come back? Is it permanent? Unlike surgery, is it permanent? Because I know surgery is permanent. Okay, I need to just answer this right here, right now. In this way. Surgery isn't permanent. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you guys that. It really is not permanent. You need to understand that, because a lot of people think that, when you do surgery and so it is permanent. Well, we're talking about where it pertains to a particular type of surgery, right? We're talking like liposuction. We're talking like even tummy tuck. We're talking like what else? Anything kind of cosmetic where it's helping you to contour, right? I just want to be sure that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about a therapeutic type of surgery, which is like heart surgery or some other therapeutic type of treatment. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking as it relates to non-invasive treatments in helping to shape, contour, or sculpt a part of the body, right? So let's talk about liposuction. Liposuction is surgical. However, in non-invasive type treatment, we use the word laser lipo, okay, not liposuction. So is liposuction, is it permanent? No. I remember, I think it was last year, in one of my groups, someone had actually come on and said something about, this thing is not permanent. So don't tell people it's permanent. First of all, I don't even use that, but someone came on and was saying this. And then, interestingly, a client of mine actually jumped on and started to defend me because I took time to explain how it works and how it's not permanent. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, it's a lifestyle change. I did all of that. It was not enough for this person. And she was like, well, yeah, unlike surgery, I don't think this is, it's not a good thing to have or something like that. So a client of mine jumped in. At that time, I actually didn't know it was my client because, people have different handles or user IDs. But she's like, hey, look, I've had surgery and I've also had non-invasive treatment. Surgery is not permanent. This is my story, blah, 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 da, da, da. I didn't, again, she went to town. I never get into arguments with people online because sometimes that's their job. That's what they're doing. And that's a waste of my time. So when this client of mine came, she's like, oh, you were very busy on Facebook. I'm like, why? She's like, oh, remember the lady who did it? I'm like, oh yeah, were you? She's like, that was me who jumped on, and I'm like, oh well, thank you. I didn't know that was you, but I'm saying this to say that what my client was saying, and I do have clients who've had surgery, they're post-surgery in a different lifetime, where when I say lifetime, before me. So when they came to me, I have no way of knowing they've had surgery before, but they shared their story and shared their pictures. I'm like, oh, okay. And or sometimes I see this carrying. And so they tell me, well, this is what happened. I did this, but I gained XYZ back. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that would happen to you. And they had surgery. Again, meaning they went under the knife, general anesthesia, and right. So it was heavyweight. And now they're with me. I do have clients who've gone through that. So you need to understand, you don't go to the gym for 2 weeks and think you're going to get results that's going to last you a lifetime. I think I've used this before. Or think that, for a year you're good just for going to the gym for 2 weeks. No. So non-invasive, non-surgical treatments are not permanent if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. What are you supposed to do? You've got to try to fix, manage, find a way that works for you, that is sustainable for you to eat. You have to eat the right food. You have to not sit down and watch Netflix 24/7. You've got to find a way to move around. I'm not saying going to the gym and kill yourself in the gym. Actually, I will tell you what non-surgical treatments actually helps you with. It helps you to circumvent, for those of you who are open to that, not go to the gym as much as you would like, right? So it's a way to cheat or speed up gym effects. So what am I saying? You could be in the gym and work 7 days a week, I don't know, 24 hours a day, and there's certain pockets in your body that you're never going to lose it. See, that's where body sculpting and body contouring comes in. That fat pocket, that fupa, that area in your arm that doesn't go away, doesn't matter how much dumbbells you lift, this part of you is not, again, those are the areas, those are the places where we now sculpt, we go in. In my practice, we lay a lot of emphasis on treating or addressing the lymphatic system. I have talked about the lymphatic system is the bane of my practice, is the bane of me offering services and treatments options. We've got to flush, we've got to manipulate, we've got to wake up, we've got to energize, invigorate, or reinvigorate the lymphatic system to help us flush out those toxins. It's a big thing. I talk about it. It's worked for me, not only aesthetically pleasing to me, but even therapeutic. I've shared my story. Again, if you want to know more about it, I've always told people about this. I'm going to leave a link below where you can actually get an ebook. Get an ebook from me, free of charge. And you get that. The benefits of body contouring. People think it's just the physical. It's not only physical. I can attest to that. So for the person who wrote me and asked about it being permanent, nothing is permanent here. Well, that's relatively speaking, but you're going to spend money either way. I remember I did an ad. It was it an ad? Well, it was me. Again, I was talking I think it's on my TikTok, and I think it's also on my Facebook, Glam Care Academy. And I think I was saying something about either way, you're going to spend money. You're going to spend money on all that food, right? And to get rid of it, or to get to that place where you're comfortable and you love your body and yourself and what have you, you're going to spend money to get rid of it. So either you're doing surgical or you're doing non-surgical. Either way, you're going to be spending money. It's going to cost you. So it's up to you what route you want to take. Do you want to take the surgical route? I tell people the surgical route is not even necessarily instant gratification, because you still have a downtime, a healing time, and depends on your history, your health history, your lifestyle, your eating habit. All of these things come to play on how much you heal. One size doesn't fit all. So you do surgical, and again, there's that healing downtime where the shape or the contour that you were aiming for just doesn't come like that. So that's going to take time for you to get there. So it's either you want to take that route or route. I say route, people are like, huh? Or you want to do the non-invasive or non-surgical, which again, multiple sessions. You're not doing multiple sessions with surgery. You go in there. However, you have multiple sessions of non-invasive healing type treatments to get you to the goal of what the surgery is meant to give you. So it's either you're doing that, or you're doing the non-surgical treatments where you have multiple sessions, slow and steady, and you get your surgical results without having to spend as much as if you had done surgery, right? So those are the basic differences. Those are the big differences, the time, the money, and essentially also your history, and how compliant you are. Compliance is so important. And that's why right now here at Glam Care Body and Beauty Studio, we one thing I'm starting to push is home care maintenance. See, you can't be with me every day. It would be nice, but we've all got a different life. So it's important that you have those products. It's important you have those treatments and those sessions like to go, like in a to-go box, in a to-go package, where you can also apply those things that I do here in the spa. You can get a private video with me, private session, either through Zoom in any one of the FaceTime, where you can see me and I'm actually putting you through on what you need to do, and so on and so forth. Because again, my goal is not to make it tough for you. It's for you to get your self-care in a way that is not painful to you and is easily accessible to you. So right now we do have the home care maintenance kits delivered to you on a subscription basis, on a membership basis. So if you're interested in that, please reach out to me. But again, I'm going to put a link down below where I do share the benefits of body contouring or body sculpting. Again, it's all about health and wellness and self-care. It is so important because we really don't encourage that or push that. We're all about treating, but we can't do preventative type things. So until I come your way again, please, please, please be safe, be kind, keep warm, and keep paying good forward. Until I come your way again, I'll see you in the next video.